Hello everybody and welcome back. Lars here. And it has been a minute. I've been out for a couple of weeks doing my own thing, but I am back now, back with the team for the Hisui Cup or Hisuian Cup, Hisuian, whatever. Don't know how to pluralize it. But regardless, we're going to go ahead and talk about this little team of ours, right? First up, our leader is Frostlass. It should come as no surprise to anybody. Frostlass is an S tier powerhouse for this cup, the likes of which are not really rivaled. Next up, we have Toxicroak, another S tier Pokemon, albeit slightly below Frostlass. And then we have Gastrodon, and Gastrodon is another and last S tier Pokemon, which will absolutely dominate. Now, a lot of people don't have a solid Gastrodon, and you know what? That's totally fine. It doesn't need to have great IVs. In fact, it can have even poor IVs and still perform its job. Main focus is that fast move damage, right? Kind of like Victory Bell. Mud Slap doesn't generate a whole bunch of energy, but it does get a lot of bang for its buck because there are tons of Pokemon that are steel, that are poison, that are going to fall hard to Mud Slap. So please make sure you have these Pokemon. We're not going to be using Bastiodon, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So for now, what do we have here? Well, we have none other than Trash Form Wormadam. And Trash Form Wormadam is not too common. It's more B tier. Its primary use is for the absolute domination of Toxicroak, which are plenty and abundant. So yeah, Toxicroak falls hard to any sort of psychic type fast move. And so watch out for Wormadam. But there's an Earth Power, and some Gastrodon, or 99% will know the whole Body Slam Earth Power combo. You might get one that knows it's Water type charge move, but I've only seen one. So there's a Body Slam. You don't really have to worry about that. Make sure you do have Body Slam and Earth Power, just because Earth Power is something you will need. It is something that will come in handy, and even though it takes a long time to charge, it will do you so many favors. So there you go. We let go a Shadow Ball. We're going to go ahead. We're going to shield this Iron Head. We are weak to Steel type moves, so be aware of that because of our Ice typing. There's another Shadow Ball. We do some damage. We bring in Toxicroak, and then it becomes Toxicroak v Toxicroak. Now, here's the thing. We throw this Mud Bomb. They are going to get a charge move off here, but you know what? It's fine because we are going to get off there's another fast move, another Mud Bomb before they can do anything. 1, 2, and now here comes the Mud Bomb. That's that. Game over. We win. So here we go. Mirror match. You will see so many mirror matches. Here's what you do. You do not try to tie them. Do not go for the CMP tie. Instead, use a fast move. Let them throw. Make a fast move while they are throwing. That way, a couple things will happen. One, about 80% of the time, they are going to throw either Avalanche or Triple Axle. So that means it will be a baited move, or they'll try to get you to bait the shield, which you will shield. Here's the thing, though. They are going to expect you to return with the same thing, with a Triple Axle or with an Avalanche. They will not expect the Shadow Ball, because reason being, if you throw 2 Shadow Balls and they throw 2 Triple Axles, well, they're going to get to Shadow Ball faster than you will, assuming you both use 2 shields. And so they do not expect you to throw Shadow Ball, but you are going to throw Shadow Ball. You're going to catch them off guard, and so far it's been working about 60% of the time. So please don't go for the tie, especially if you have a poor Frostlass like me. Just go for the extra fast move, and from there, we're going to go ahead. We'll take a look at it again right here. Another battle. So just like that, fast move, let them do their thing. Throw up that shield. Here comes the Avalanche, no problem. Another fast move, because why not? Here comes the Shadow Ball, and no shield. Now, this does happen, like I said, about 60% of the time. Here we go. We're going to go ahead. We're going to throw this Mud Bomb. There it is. And then keep on chugging away. And we get one last Mud Bomb off. Like I said, Mud Slap takes forever and a day. They do shield, so it's fine. Go ahead, and we're going to go ahead. We are going to let this one hit us. That's a Water Pulse, and then farm it down for some energy. And then here it comes Impulling, and again, go ahead and throw this Shadow Ball. They choose not to react, not to shield, and that's that. Game over. We win. Victory dance. On to the next one. Gallade. Gallade is probably an A tier Pokemon. It can get off Leaf Blade like crazy. Be careful. The major problem with Gallade is it is super, super squishy. So do not try to charge up Shadow Ball and use it, because anything, it doesn't matter if it's Shadow Ball, Avalanche, even Triple Axle will KO it. The thing is like gust of wind and it will die just because it's so squishy. It hits hard, but it's squishy. So here comes Empoleon. They're using Empoleon versus our Gastrodon. That tells us they have something else that's weak to ground in the back, right? And they, sure enough, Pachirisu, that's that. On to the next. Bastiodon, this is a bad lead. So should you get a Bastiodon lead, which you will, you're going to go ahead, you're going to switch to Toxicroak. Now, notice they switched to Frostlass. This is a Shadow Frostlass we are fighting against, so it's kind of hard to tell. At times, I really wasn't paying attention. But yeah, Shadow Frostlass is out and about, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to throw another Mud Bomb. They shield, and they're playing very aggressively. We're going to return and do the same. Go ahead, shield here, Triple Axle, and then we do get this Mud Bomb off, which, because it is Shadow, is going to put it over the edge and kill it. So they bring in Basti. We get a couple more fast moves off, and now it's time. We have the lead. They are bringing in Toxicroak. We're bringing in Frostlass. Throw this Triple Axle here, and it leaves them in a tough position because now they have to use Shadow Ball to kill us, but that will leave them with 0 energy, or very little energy, enough to where they won't be able to do anything, and then it becomes a game over. That's how you win it right there. On to the next one. So we have right here, right now, we have an Hisuian Electrode. So be careful. This person will use Energy Ball here, but it also knows Wild Charge. Do not get caught off guard. A lot of times, people that use Hisuian Electrode will eat the shield cost, and so you'll throw a charge move, they'll shield, but they'll double charge Wild Charge. So that means you have to use 2 shields. So be careful that if you see them constantly charging, that means they're probably going to be double charging that Wild Charge. And you know what? You're going to have to go and play it like you play it, but be warned and be careful. So there we go. We threw that Shadow Ball just as a courtesy to get them to relieve them of their last shield. Here comes Frostlass back on in. They're going to get one last Moonblast off, but because it is neutral, we do survive it. Here comes the Shadow Ball, headed right for Cressy's face. And there it is. A couple more fast moves will take it out. And now it's time to switch to Gastrodon and versus Empoleon. So Empoleon will get one charge move off, and although Gastrodon is a little bit on the squishy side, that Hydro Cannon will not kill it. So let's go ahead and finish things off with a Body Slam, and that's that. On to the second to last battle for today. Toxicroak. So with Toxicroak, usually they'll actually leave Toxicroak because, as I demonstrated in the video, couple battles ago, you can beat Frostlass. It is close though, and you do have to be careful. So there we go. We go ahead. We take care of that Empoleon. Here comes a Mud Bomb heading towards their Toxicroak. It's pretty much over. We're going to throw another Mud Bomb. They're going to shield here. They do shield, and unfortunately, they are able to kill us and have that Shadow Ball ready to go. And so we bring in Frostlass, throw one fast move, and so we decide to shield at the last minute. And then here comes Drapion, and now it's just a matter of farming it down with our fast move and winning. Sorry, when I meant before, not Shadow Ball, Mud Bomb. Excuse me. So anyhow, regardless, we win. Here comes our last battle. It's another Hisuian Electrode. So like I said before, be careful, and watch for that Wild Charge, because even though it is neutral, as you all know, Wild Charge does a whole lot of damage. There's one. We're going to go ahead. They have to shield here. Otherwise, they're going to say goodbye to their Electrode, which they don't want to do. Quick switch. And honestly, Hippowdon wasn't really expecting it. This is the first, last, and only one I've seen. They shield, use both their shields. We're bringing in Toxicroak, although Toxicroak does a quick out and then back in because they're going to throw these Scorching Sands. Not good, right? Here comes our little Gastrodon, and they do get one last charge move off, and we're going to shield that just to be safe. It's a Weather Ball. Here comes Electrode. Go ahead, toss a Earth Power their way. There it is. They do get a Wild Charge off here, but it's fine because we resist. We're a Mud Boy, right? We resist Electric. Still hits fairly hard. And now it becomes our Gastrodon versus theirs. We're going to go ahead, throw one last Earth Power, swap to our Frostlass, and get off this attack before they can. I want to thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.